Hi Sam, thank you so much for coming to do this interview with us.
Sure.
I think we are particularly excited about your business. We've seen how it's grown over the last few years. So maybe we can start by you telling us a bit about Arbolus.
Sure. Well, pleasure to be here and thanks for having me. So Arbolus was started in 2018. We operate in the expert network space and we were born out of, both Will and I had worked in the industry for many years before and had an idea that it could be done much more efficiently. So we were asking ourselves questions like, why is a 1 hour offline call the only medium to get and exchange information with subject matter experts? So we wanted to build a platform and technology-driven ecosystem in that space, which allowed experts to be able to share information asynchronously. So Arbolus today is the only player in the market that allows our clients to be able to ask questions, get video insights from those experts, and then we build tools to synthesize those insights for the clients to get and extract as much value from those in the most efficient way possible.
Brilliant. Could you tell us something exciting that is happening in Arbolus at the moment? Any project that you're involved in that particularly excites the company?
Yeah, I think the main, the key sort of driver of differentiation in our company is Canopy, the product that allows for this asynchronous video knowledge sharing. And it's really exciting for us because for the first time it obviously delivers the benefit to clients and experts that they can share and exchange information without aligning their schedules, but it's also very powerful for us because all of that is data that flows into our platform. The problem with traditional expert networks is because they're not, the information isn't exchanged between client and expert on a platform, all of that information is lost. And so that's a huge driver of value for us because that information residing on our platform means that we can do things with it to provide benefits to both parties. So we've recently released a feature called AI Summaries, all driven by OpenAI, that allows for our clients to collect, hundreds of insights on topics, condense those into reports. It pulls out quotes of some of the most interesting experts. What it really does is it allows our clients to be able to get 20 hours worth of information from experts and actually be able to digest that in a few minutes by reading a report. So we're really excited about the AI summarization features.
Wow, that sounds exciting. You mentioned the traditional networking platforms, and obviously AI is extremely important for Arbolus. Could you maybe elaborate a bit more about how it is different between the AI-driven platform and the traditional networking platforms?
Yeah, so I think with the traditional expert networks, the primary medium for a client and an expert sharing information is through a 1 hour phone call. And the difference between Canopy and those types of platforms, there's a couple of key differences. One is that it's not just a 60-minute digest of information. Clients can break up what they might ask in a 1 hour call into 7 or 8 or 20 questions, however many the number happens to be, which is really, really useful because it's a lot more digestible for the client and it's much easier for the expert to be able to answer those in a faster way. So one of the key drivers is the fact that because it's a lot easier for both parties, that means that the scale of information is larger. And the other core difference is, as I mentioned earlier, the insight actually is delivered on the platform itself rather than in a offline context between two parties. And that's really key for us because it benefits our client because all of the answers that they gather from those Canopy surveys, they're all there and searchable for them within their organization, months, years into the future. What we are really set on at Arbolus is that all of that information is ring-fenced within the client's ecosystem. So if you're a private equity fund, you don't want those insights being shared amongst other investors
Obviously.
And people who might be competing on deals. So, but they do reside there for anyone in that firm to be able to leverage in the future.
Can you share with us some success stories or case studies that you've had recently?
We had one really exciting project recently that we did for a UK mid-market PE firm, and they launched a Canopy project on a topic. I think they wanted to speak to 15 customers of a software asset that they were looking to invest in. And we delivered those insights to them on that project in about 3 hours. So they got 15 connections, not just the connections, but actually the knowledge itself within 3 hours. With a traditional expert network, it would have taken them a few hours to get a list back of profiles, then probably a matter of days to schedule and complete all of those conversations. So what Canopy did in this situation was we were able to deliver the list of people faster because lots of the data that we're gathering on our platform helps us to do recommendations of the right types of experts. And then there was no need to align schedules for those two parties to exchange the information. So the output for the client is A, they spend less time because they don't need to block their calendar with multiple 1-hour calls, and B, they receive the information immediately and they can make the right decisions faster. So something we talk a lot about, I think that if I were to distill what our main focus is at Arbolus, it's reducing the time to insight, and I think that's why we're winning in the space at the moment.
Yeah, so it sounds like speed is the key word really here.
Yeah, I think the two things that really matter to our clients are speed of information and quality of information. Those two things have to be, very strong, and that gives them the competitive edge that allows them to be able to win more deals and compete, outcompete other folks that they're going in against with transactions. So the two things have to be there. I think speed's very important, but also the quality of the connections and the quality of the information they receive are critical.
Yeah. Speed is also what's happening in developing technology now. We see AI developing so quickly. Lawyers are also adapting to it. Lawyers are also using it. How do you see a company that is so much based on AI and technology like yourself adapting to even more changes in the AI platform?
Yeah, it's moving very, very quickly with the advent of ChatGPT and things like that. The speed of evolution is probably faster than for any other technology that we've seen for ever probably. I think I'm asked this question quite a lot by investors who look at Arbolus and say, will AI actually disrupt? Is it an enabler or is it a disruptor to your business model? I think the really great thing for us is that the reason our clients use us is not just for the information, it's for the source of that information. How credible is that point of view? So whilst you could go to ChatGPT and say, who are the largest users of PayFit or something like that, who are PayFit's biggest customers, theoretically you could get an answer back to that question. But the thing that really makes the difference is this person at this user of PayFit said these were the reasons that they evaluated other solutions and decided to stick with PayFit. So that context and the fact that that's the person who said it is really powerful. And the second thing our platform enables isn't just the information, but the ability to have a direct conversation with that person afterwards. So our clients can see the Canopy responses that come into the platform, and then they can literally at the click of a button set up a 1-hour direct conversation to dive deeper with that expert. So I don't see that ChatGPT or any other AI solution is going to be a disruptor to our business model. Yeah. It's going to be and continue to be an enabler. So what we're working on in our product roadmap over the next few years is really just to create different structures of information that our clients can use. So Canopy was launched with effectively just a qualitative answer. So a client could ask a question, the expert could provide the insight in video format. We've now released NPS question types, multiple choice question types, and that giving our clients different ways to digest information, helping experts to be able to quantify some of their insights. That's really what we're leaning into.
That sounds absolutely fascinating. And at the moment, ChatGPT is also, at least I think 2 years backdated as well, the information. So I think for now, that's not going to really replace or disrupt most of the industry. But anyway, thank you so much, Sam, for sharing your insights and sharing some information about your company as well.
Pleasure. Great to be here and be part of it. Thank you, Dennis.